Cameron ever sue you about using the Diplomat's logo?
He couldn't sue me about using the Diplomat logo.
So I see Diplomat gear where everybody can make their own clothing line on Diplomat.
If you smart. You heard? I'm one of the smartest ones. You can't take nothing from me that was mine. I make what I want.
Diplomat.
Sell Diplomat everything. And I wait for somebody to tell me I can't.
You think you tough?
So Jim Jones recently had Fat Joe on his pod where Fat Joe asked about Dipset and Dipset merch. So Jim sort of went on an emotional rant. Again and again aimed at Cameron. But again, I might be, siding a little bit more with Jim. We'll talk about it right now on Doing It for GP.
You can't handle the truth.
As a whole becomes a part, I strike to burn, and the flame returns.
Welcome back to the channel. Your boy Mac back with some thoughts, with some opinions, with some reactions. Wipe your feet off as you come in, hit the like button if you so choose, and hopefully you stay a while. Shout out to the supporters, and with that said, let's take this walk. So here's the clip.
So what's the deal with because the Diplomats are not together no more, right?
No.
So I see Diplomat gear where everybody can make their own clothing line on Diplomat.
If you smart. You heard? I'm one of the smartest ones. You can't take nothing from me that was mine. I make what I want.
Diplomat.
Sell Diplomat everything. And I'm waiting for somebody to tell me I can't. You heard? I'm waiting. I hope somebody would even fix their lips to imagine they could say, I can't do nothing for the Diplomats when I did everything for the Diplomats. You heard? I am the Diplomats. I'm the Diplomats, nigga. I got wings on my back right now. I'm him. If it wasn't for me, nobody would eat right now. We all be going to sleep. Wouldn't be no Diplomats. I kept the bird in the sky for everybody to eat, whether I liked you or not. You heard? Now take that fact with you, Jack.
And why should Jim not feel the way he does? He's clearly sending a shot at Cameron. How do we know? Because Cameron is the trademark owner of the Dipset bird logo. And Jim just said that, he's making money off it. The reason why Jim is so hostile towards Cam and where this defiance comes from, aside from Cam trademarking the logo of Jim's spinoff group Bird Gang before Jim could even do it, and particularly, with this issue of daring Cam to tell him to stop repping the bird and selling the bird, it's obviously because Cam's been downplaying his contributions and presence and role in his success at Dipset in a lot of Cam's career. Being the muscle, directing music videos, being an artist, and producing the biggest hit out of the camp and balling. That I'm sure Cam made percentages off, as well as keeping the bird alive. As he said when Cam tried to let it die and build other brands.
The Dipset kind of like what happened was Cam just left, and y'all could ask Jim, and I didn't like that he left them. So I actually had, Jim came to see me. He had just started getting strong. And I was like, oh shit, you got strong. And he was like, yo, I got to do what I got to do, Cam. To me, the way I remember the conversation, Cam broke out. I don't know why, what the ever, whatever problems they had. And he wasn't with Jewels.
It all has Jim thinking emotionally. I mean, it's clothing, so I don't know if Cam can sue somebody over wearing his logo. I mean, I would think that's just promo. Now, obviously, if Jim's making money off of it, then there's certainly a conflict there.
Did Cameron ever sue you about using the Diplomat's logo?
He couldn't sue me about using the Diplomat logo.
But again, I guess from a general standpoint, it's just clothing. Jim has to find another way to try to antagonize Cam. I don't think Cam gives a if the bird that he owns is still being flew high, regarded and held in high standard. Whatever profit Jim has to be, making off of direct to consumer probably ain't even on Cam's radar. Well, before this clip, at least. What do I know? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe if you like the content. Hit the notification bell. And with that said, Hopefully you've been entertained, informed while passing this precious time that we have, and hopefully I've earned your sub. I go by the name of Mac. This has been Doing It for GP. Till next time.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here, because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here.
Never did me, I spit the truth. Call you aware, fear-driven niggas get the boot. All of you squares couldn't fit up in my circle. All of us spread and will hurt you severe. Slow your roll, nigga, patience is a virtue. Yeah, and a nigga bite any bark. When I black out, how you gon' hide in the dark?
Now take that fact with you, Jack.